Hello, my name's Christian Lee here for Earworm Digital, and we're here with
Shmaxwell.
Shmaxwell.
Yeah, whatever you want to call me. Space Cowboy.
Okay. You know what? Let's just dive right into it. Why do you call it the Space Cowboy? And you're wearing your shirt right now that you're going to sell at
the Viper Room, June 8th. Be there at 10 p.m. or you're lame.
And so, I don't think you're going to get in trouble for this, but honestly, the Space Cowboy gives me Cowboy Bebop vibes.
Oh, yeah, totally. Definitely, like, that was a big inspiration for it. It's kind of like the whole thing, like, I was just on mushrooms one time, and I was, like, wearing a cowboy hat with my friend, and I, like, looked at him, and I was like, I'm a space cowboy. And it just stuck ever since then. Like, when I was a kid, like, I just developed the whole idea, like, made this whole character out of it, because I've always, like, visual arts and, like, all that shit. So I used to, like, draw pictures and everything, and it was very, very heavily Cowboy Bebop inspired. Like, I love that show. So that's kind of where that comes from. Nothing crazy, just stuck.
That's cool that you're very into art. Are you still like into like anime and everything still, or?
Not as much as I used to be, but like I still revisit a lot of the old stuff I used to watch. Like when I get bored of movies or TV shows, like I'll go back and rewatch a lot of shit. I've watched Cowboy Bebop probably like 5 times all the way through. So, yeah.
Honestly, but that's a classic though.
Yeah, it's a classic for sure. I feel like everyone considers it a classic, and it's like it's such a unique style too. Like the way they did the show was just really cool. The music, like the visuals, everything.
Okay, but let's talk about your music too, because I mean, you have been plugging the show. We'll probably plug it some more. Yeah. But let's talk about it because you dropped a single. I think it was like a week ago. I think you should.
Yeah. I think she liked me. That one's a really, really old song actually. It just held up over time, and like we're doing trying to do a release to like promote some new Spotify pages. So like we just threw that one out there, and it's doing pretty well. Like I was able to shoot like a really last minute video for it too. So it kind of just ended up becoming like a full rollout, even though it's a song that's like 2 years old. But I love that song. Definitely a different era of my life. Doesn't necessarily represent what I'm about anymore, but like still a fire song. Just fun, like some vibes.
I think like what's fire too is like I really like the like cover art you did for that, and also like the song you dropped earlier too, like Bleed Out.
Yeah, the homie Screw You Nick did the cover for that. He's one of my managers, so he's fire with the covers, fire with the posters, like all the Viper Room posters I have right now. Like he did all of them. The Bleed Out one, we just dead ass. We paused the video, and I took a picture of it on my phone, and then I turned it green, and that was the album cover for Bleed Out. But it was a VHS picture, so like the more grain that was in that shit, the better. Mm-hmm. But I love album covers. They're a really fun part of music.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, you're a little bit of an artist, like creatively, so that's cool.
Definitely like a big visual guy. Like I don't have a lot of music videos, but I love doing them. Mm-hmm. And I have like a bunch in the vault right now that they're all just gonna come out this year, like bam, bam, bam. So
hell yeah. For that. And then you say you're gonna play the Viper Room June 8th, right?
June 8th, yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm doing a full band show, so it'll be the first time you can ever see me with a full live band, because we're cool like that. Mm-hmm. I don't know, yeah. Viper Room June 8th, $10 tickets. You gotta be 21. So L if you're not, but we'll see you at the next one.
I mean, I'm sure you talk to your booking agent, your managers, everything. So I'm sure, it'll work out.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a great one, and like it's just gonna be like all the homies, like everyone I know, like we're all just gonna pop out, have fun, dance, mosh. Like I'm just like it's a serious show, but I'm just trying to have fun with it. Like I'm just trying to like get goofy on stage and just like fuck around. Like that's the vibe of the show. That's the vibe of Space Cowboy.
Yeah. So. Do some jokes.
Yeah. I got it, man, while they're fucking switching the tuning on their guitars. I'm an asshole, bro. Every song on my set is in different tuning. We're going to need like 4 guitars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because like your last 2 singles, it is a little bit more like, I guess to put it, it's a little bit more like SoundCloud rap, but you said like this vibe, like, if the band everything's going to be a little bit more like pop punk. That's the direction you're going to now?
I have a release out from like, sometime end of last year. It was like October or November. It's called Tongue Tied. That's like, so it was with my friend Kay Backwoods. we just did like a very like pop punk, like classic pop punk song, and that's like the direction I'm taking it in. The reason I'm still dropping like more like SoundCloud and like hyperpop stuff is like I've been working on this full band project we're coming up on a year now, so we've been behind the scenes on it for like about a year, and it's finally starting to like be ready. So we've just had a lot of placeholders, you know, just keeping my account active in the meantime. But yeah, if you guys listen to my music, be ready for a hard turn. We're going in a new direction.
No, I mean like that, you know, because you can't stay in the same sound too long, and you know, as an artist, you have to evolve.
Well, yeah, and it's like, you know, the sound I started on like that like 2017 like emo rap wave. That was all like all those instrumentals, you know, it's like they were like trap instrumentals, but they were formatted out of samples from pop punk songs and old like rock songs, alternative songs. So it's like for me that evolution was kind of always part of my plan. I just didn't know when I would have the resources to actually do it, because it's like I didn't want to just like go find like like pop punk type beat, you know, and like I wanted to actually be able to like sit down with people and like or like be able to like get stems for everything from someone that sat down and made it all and be like, okay, well, let's do this, let's do that, or like, you know, like be able to be more involved in the process of making the instrumentals. I wasn't able to do that for a long time, so that's why this is all happening now, because I got really cool managers that have put me in touch with a lot of really cool people. So shout out them. Shout out RKO and screw you, Nick.
Yeah, shout out to them. But going back to your old sound a little bit, because I think my favorite song from you so far, it's PRADAGEEK.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit behind that.
So were you listening to it on Spotify?
Yeah.
Okay. So there was a whole album on Spotify that was all music like that. It's on everything else right now, but I was on DistroKid for a while. Mm-hmm. And if anyone watching this, it's a musician that uses DistroKid, it's either happened to you or you've heard about it, where DistroKid's like, oh, we thought we noticed like botted streams on your song, so we took down your whole project.
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, like whatever happens, you know, like shit gets added to playlists on SoundCloud or on Spotify just randomly, and it's like people just bought their playlists because I don't know what it is. Like I don't know if they're making money off of it or if they just want to look cool and look like they have like a poppin' playlist, but it's like your song will just get added to it and you start getting streams and like there's nothing you can do about it. And then your whole album just gets taken down. So that's what happened to the PRADAGEEK album. It's still on everything else, but the song PRADAGEEK was the only one that survived because it was the single. I love that song. That song just kind of like, a while ago, like when Destroy Lonely started popping off and like becoming a lot more viral, like there was a lot of songs by him that I got like pretty into at the time. Like I was like, I really like this like style. And I was kind of like, what would happen like if I took that like beat style, instrumental style, and like kind of tried to bring in like classic emo rap stuff onto it. And that's kind of just where PRADAGEEK came from. Like I was just bored in my room one night recording, and like I like finished the song. I was like, wait, this kind of is something. Like I kind of want to do something with this. And like I showed it to all my friends, and they were like, you should definitely do something with that. So then like 6 months later, I had like a whole album that was that style of music, just kind of like the emo ragey, like I don't even know what to call it, but it was fun. I loved making that project. A lot of those songs were just freestyles, just like sick. I like got into the beat. It's like if I really feel a beat, I can freestyle. If not, you get like 2 bars out of me and then I'll fumble. But yeah, PRADAGEEK's a fun one. I appreciate that you like that. I appreciate that you like went and like did a dive on the stuff too. It means a lot.
But yeah, I mean, you know, you're talking about how much you love that project and how much you love like what people like Destroy Lonely, and I'm assuming like what, like maybe like XXX, Destroy WRLD, Ken Carson, all that.
I like some of Ken Carson's stuff. Like I really liked a lot of the older Cardi stuff. It's not that I don't like his new stuff. I don't know, like I always find myself going back to listen to more of like Cash Cardi, like you know, like Magnolia, exactly, and like stuff that, you know, like that album is just like, I don't know, that was like peak Cardi for me, so I like a lot of those songs. But some loud birds. I know, that's crazy. Wow. They want to join the interview. They do. They're chirping. They're chirping. Something to say. They're yapping. Yeah. But like
But yeah, okay. Let's keep talking then. What were like some artists that like inspired you to make your music? Like what got you into music?
Uh, all over the place. I mean, mainly like I got this tattoo right here. I don't know if the camera can even see it, sort of, but it's the main like people that really made me like get off my ass and say like, okay, like maybe I should go try to make a song if this is what I want to do. It was like GBC, like seeing like all those guys. That was like a big thing for me. Just like watching people like make their own music in their room, put it out, and then do better than label artists. And it was like, to me, that was like, okay, well, like if someone else can do that, then I can at least try to do that. And then I started trying to do it, and now we're here. But like my influences are all over the place because I was raised on like heavy metal and like hard rock and like stuff like that. So a lot of like my influences from when I was younger are like Slipknot, Rob Zombie, Disturbed, like Marilyn Manson, Linkin Park, Evanescence, like a lot of stuff like that. And then from there I've like found my way to grunge and pop punk too, and like bands like Soundgarden and like Nirvana, and Neck Deep is a big pop punk band that like inspired me a lot to kind of take the direction I'm doing with the alternative rock now, more of like a Midwest emo feeling stuff. Like it's still like the hardcore, like fast, hard pop punk, but it's like there's a little more of like a twang and stuff in the guitar, and like a lot more flangers and stuff like that. But really all over the place, man. Like Tyler the Creator was a big one, Mac Miller, Juice World, like just kind of all over the place. I don't know how all my influences make sense, but bro, even now a big influence for me is Critter.
Shout out the Critter.
Shout out Critter. If you see this, you're the fucking GOAT, dude.
Dude, the streets have been talking. She is the GOAT.
We got a link because you're amazing. Like I've literally like I've talked to people that like work in the industry as like managers and stuff, or like work around those people, and it's like it's funny because this has become like an industry term. People will look at me and they'll say, do the Critter formula.
Really?
Yeah. People will say, do the Critter formula. And it's like, that is a thing because Critter just like took over the world like that, bro. One video and then it was over.
All her videos are insane.
I know. Like I remember seeing the first one, like it was for Shaun White. The part it's like, oh good golly, this Molly got me. Like, and it just popped off. I was like, yeah. I totally see why, because it's like the video looks so cool and her bars are so witty and they're so iconic. Like every bar you're just like, damn. Anyways, now I'm just fangirling.
I know we're really geeking over her, but
I'm a Critter fan girl, so it's fine.
Yeah, CritterNet, rise up.
I'm part of CritterNet. Critter, if you see this, I'm your #1 fan.
Well, that's so funny. Hey, who knows? Maybe she will. Maybe she will.
Yeah. Well, it's just funny. Like she knows so many people I know, and like like it's just like I'm like eventually I'll see her somewhere, but yeah, she's killing it. She's gonna keep killing it. She makes amazing music, so that's a big inspiration for me. Just like right now, just kind of like seeing how she does her stuff and like how consistent she is. So it's good inspiration.
No, yeah, she's giving a lot of hope for like independence because she's blowing up like, and she's doing it like all on her own.
No, 100. That's what I think is the coolest thing too. Is because like she's doing it on her own, and it's like labels now want you to do what Critter's doing, but they also want to take money from you.
So stupid. I know.
Critter's showing like, well, you could just do what I do and not have people take money from you. So I think that's like really cool.
Yeah, we've talked to a lot of artists who either they're like, with a label and it's just like tough for them, or like they just got dropped and they're talking about like, like in like labels, they want you to like, hey, like, just blow up on like TikTok. Like you could do this on your own, but then also they're like, they're not, you're supposed to have the backing behind them, but then they're not really helping.
Yeah, that's the homie Evan. Yeah, no, like that's definitely like something I've even like battled with a lot, thinking about, like if I want to stay independent or if I want to sign, because there's a lot of, especially for like full band music, there's a lot of really beneficial things that can be offered from a label, you know, as far as like touring goes. But yeah, man, I don't know. Like,
Yeah, it
it's just,
depends.
you know, it's always hard to like bite that bullet of like, oh, okay, like I'm gonna have to give away some of my music to them. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. You know, if I gotta get enough deal with like cool people that were down with like actually supporting and like helping the vision grow, like I would consider something, you know, but it would have to be good.
Yeah. All right, and you know we've been talking for a while now, but you know I vibe with you, I fuck with you. You know?
I fuck with you too, bro.
And I'm wondering, yeah, we're homies now. Okay, perfect. And I think you know how it goes.
You got the T-shirt, bro.
I do have the gift, but I have some gifts for you. Thanks for that gift, but I got some stuff for you too.
Shit.
All right, first one I think maybe kind of like the blueprint, like kind of the OG for like emo rap or just like you know just big on like the lyricism for them. Yeah, I got you Relapse by Eminem.
Holy shit, bro. You know what's funny is like Eminem was such a big part of my childhood. Like Eminem's one of the reasons I know how to rap, just from like memorizing all of his shit. Relapse a fire album too. So hell yeah. Thank you, bro. That's awesome.
You're welcome.
And I do have a vinyl player, so
Okay, thank God. Yeah, some people
into this.
All right, we got one more. Hopefully you don't have this one, but it is a Juice WRLD one
Oh,
too.
I actually don't have this, bro. Oh my God, thank you so much. That's awesome. I love this album. Yeah, man. Thank you. Yeah, Juice WRLD was another big one too. Like I feel like these. It's funny that these are the two you gave me because it's like when I talk about like where I learned how to rap. Like I feel like it's these two people right here. Like I like Juice WRLD like made me want to like go learn how to freestyle, and like Eminem made me want to like learn how to get really lyrical. So it's a perfect combo.
Yeah, I know you're moving away from that sound, but you know, never forget the roots. You know.
Well, it's like, you know, I'm moving away from that sound right now, but I'm always like, I always say like, I just make what I want to make, you know, and it's like 2 years from now, maybe I want to make something different.
Yeah.
Maybe I want to come back something I already made. Like, we'll see. That's part of the fun of coming on the journey with me. And I don't know where I'm gonna end up either.
Cool. And then we have a few more questions for you to wrap up the interview. And so, yeah. Okay, first one, yeah. So you talked about your dad a little bit. Is it true that he has a tattoo of you?
He doesn't have a tattoo of me, but he has a tattoo of my baby footprint on his arm. That's crazy. You working with Nardwar or something?
Dude, if you ever have a kid, you think you do like something similar?
Yeah, totally. I love tattoos. Like I don't have a ton, but I already have a lot. So like I plan on getting more. I plan on being covered eventually. I don't know. My girlfriend wants me to leave my neck alone. We'll see. But yeah, totally. Like, you know, you have a kid, man. That's your kid forever.
Yeah.
There's nothing that's gonna change about that. Like that's the perfect kind of thing to get a tattoo for. So 100%.
And then, you know, you talked about you doing art. You talked about your dad. He's an artist too. Do you remember this account called like Art by Maximus?
Bro, yes, I do. That's crazy. Yeah, that was a very, very old YouTube channel of mine where I used to do art tutorials and like speed paintings and that's crazy that you found that. That's dedication. You're my new favorite interviewer ever.
Thank you.
That's crazy, bro.
What do you think is crazier, that channel exists or that you actually have a black belt in Taekwondo?
I think it's crazier that you know both of those things. But I love that. Yeah, I do. I have a first degree black belt in Taekwondo. And nobody knows that. Like, nobody. But damn. Yeah, I do. I have a black belt in Taekwondo.
That's sick.
It took me like 6 years to get that shit.
Yeah, you're always grinding.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, that, like, honestly, I would highly recommend that. That experience, like, taught me a lot about just, like, perseverance and dedication. Even shit I apply now to, like, music. Of just, like, just fucking keep moving. But that's crazy, bro.
All right, last one. Let's bring this back to the music because, you know, We're interviewing you. You're a musician. What can you tell me about Glass Balloon Mafia?
Oh my God. Glass Balloon Mafia. That was a long time ago. I still know, actually. I still hang out with some of the people from that. At the time, he goes by Darby Vicious now. At the time, they were Lil Heartbreak. It's one of my really good friends. Like, I see that motherfucker all the time. We were in Glass Balloon Mafia together. It was started by this dude named Jackson. Send help. Yeah, like I just like made a TikTok video about one of his songs one day, and I was like, let's make a song. And he like replied to my TikTok video, and like we ended up making a song. And then he started this like little collective. That was like the second collective I was ever a part of. The first one was called 250 Pyramid, but I think that one's long gone. But yeah, Glass Balloon Mafia, that's crazy. I didn't come up with that name.
Yeah.
But he really like he was really into those like those I can't remember the name of the artist, but they're like the balloon animal sculptures. He was really into those, and that was like his inspiration for the name of the collective. But we never did anything. Like we made songs together, but we never played shows, never did posts. It was just like a internet group chat basically. That's crazy.
It'd be like that sometime. But hey, thanks for taking time to do the interview, Max. It's been a lot of fun.
Thank you for taking the time to talk to me.
But before we turn off the camera, though, I know let's bring this back around full circle. You gotta show at the Viper Room. Is there anything else you want to plug about the show or anything about you?
Yeah, we got show at the Viper Room June 8th. It's a Saturday night, so come get fucked up and dance, have fun. Again, yeah, 21 plus, $10 tickets. I have an Eventbrite on my Instagram. I also have physical tickets, so if you know me and you're watching this, just text me, because why haven't you? Pull up. You're lame if you don't. But, yeah, I mean, that's about it. There'll be merch available. I got hoodies, T-shirts, baby tees, tote bags. It's going to be fun. It'll be fun. There's some really cool artists playing before me and after me as well, so if you're just trying to come out and have a fun full night of just vibing out to music, then pull up to the Viper Room, Sunset Boulevard. Yeah, Shmaxwell on everything. Thanks for watching.
All right, that's a wrap.
Hell yeah.